How many times have you made promises to yourself and then broken those promises? Have you ever wondered why you can't stay faithful to the promises you make to yourself most of the time? It's because you aren't aware of the power you have. There is no power outside of you. This is, I think, the greatest motivational sentence I have ever seen in my entire life. And believe me, if you understand this single sentence, you will be able to do everything. And if you employ this philosophy, you can rule over or ruin the whole world. This is all that I'm going to teach you in this video. So keep watching until the end because you will realize how powerful you are. And if you are new to this YouTube channel, or if you haven't subscribed to it yet, please subscribe to it by clicking the red subscribe button below this video and pressing the bell icon so as to never miss any updates from our YouTube channel. Let's now not waste more time and get right to it. Well, as I said, people don't keep the promises because they aren't aware of their power. You see, the promises don't have any magic power. People make promises at the start of the new year as a New Year resolution, but they don't keep them. When you realize that you are the power, then you will look at yourself and have a different opinion about yourself. You see, it is only you and you who decide when you have to change yourself and when you have to stick to your words. It's only you who decides when to make any kind of change in your own life or in the lives of others. It is you who decide what you want to experience and what you don't. Here I would like to add some lines from Neville Goddard's lecture about this philosophy. He says, "Rebirth depends on inner work of oneself. No one can be reborn without changing this self. Any time an entirely new set of reactions enters into a person's life, a change of consciousness has taken place. A spiritual rebirth has occurred." Hundreds of people, practicing the law of assumption, ask how they can use the 3D world or physical things to fix their problems. Well, it's really a misconception because I believe the 3D world isn't there to fix any of your problems. There is nothing in the 3D world that can fix your problems because, as Neville Goddard said, the 3D world isn't where rebirth takes place, but instead rebirth depends upon the inner work of oneself. Imagination is where rebirth takes place and where things happen. You must change your consciousness in order to be reborn as a new you, because how the external world or physical world appears to you is determined by your consciousness. If you change your consciousness, things in the 3D world will change for you. The shift in your consciousness is actually a shift in the 3D world. How your consciousness is connected to your 3D world and how it affects your experiences is now apparent. I will explain it with an example. Let's say someone says something with no intent to hurt you, but you get hurt. You see, sometimes a specific topic or specific question hurts you, but the intent of the person is not to hurt you. Have you ever wondered why this happens? Actually, in that moment, you are in a state where you get hurt by what they said, no matter what their intent was. On the other hand, other people hearing this won't get hurt. It's because they aren't in a state where they can't get hurt by that particular thing that has hurt you. So it's how our consciousness affects our experiences, actions, and decisions. In this way, you live your whole life under the control of your consciousness. But the good news is that you can live the life you want if you learn the art of making changes in your consciousness. If some words hurt you but don't hurt others, it means you have to modify your consciousness. You have to address those triggers from within. If you heal yourself from within by changing your consciousness instead of changing something in the physical world that hurts you, then you will surely not get hurt anymore by the things that have hurt you in the past. Those triggers won't hurt you in any way anymore. If you have worked to change your consciousness and tried to address those triggers from within, but you still are triggered by them, it means you still have work to do. You haven't yet come out of the state where the triggers exist. Hurts and triggers in the 3D world originate within you, and removing them from the 3D world requires you to work on your consciousness. Those triggers exist because of your consciousness. There is a common question that people ask. They say that they don't want to bring any person back to life, but they want to make him regret. Now this is interesting. The problem is, when you wish something on somebody else, you wish it on yourself. In this case, the person isn't separated from you. You aren't separated from this world. You are part of this world, and everyone is part of you. And if you are one of those, then I must tell you, you aren't affecting that particular person, but actually you are affecting yourself. What you feel on the inside must manifest in your physical reality, and then it will manifest in anyone else. The fact is that the energy of neediness and want has a strong power to push things away. So the more you want a specific person, the more he will stay away. That's the reason you need them, but they are okay without you. Here, people forget the basic concept of the law of assumption. You know, the law of assumption is about assuming your desire is fulfilled and not only assuming but living in the state of your desire fulfilled. If you want to manifest a person, you don't need to show that you need a specific person in your life. The more you show, the more you will need, and the specific person will stay away from you. However, there is a great fix for this problem, and it is based on what the law of assumption says. You have to show that you have gotten that particular person that you wanted to get. It means assuming that you have manifested him or her in your life. But remember, don't just assume, thinking that the law of assumption is about assumptions, but get into the state of having your specific person manifested. Act as if you will act in the presence of that specific person in your life. Sleep, eat, talk, walk, and behave like you will behave after manifesting your specific person in your life. Now the secret is, the more you show that you have manifested your desire, the more easily and quickly you will manifest it. Feel as if your special person is with you. Assume, imagine, feel, and internalize these feelings. Feel until it appears to you to be real. Practice this feeling over and over again, and you will start to believe that you have manifested it. It will eventually become your strong belief. So whatever you want to manifest, just use the power of your imagination to manifest it. Whatever you want to be, imagine you already are, and you will be. Your reality, your experiences, and everything that happens in your life are all determined by you and how you react to situations, things, and events. Even the 3D world you live in is an illusion. It appears to you as you want it to appear to you. Your consciousness is responsible for where you are in your life, for what you are doing, and for what you will do. If you can take charge of your consciousness, you can do whatever you want to do. If you can take charge of your mind and control your imagination, you can rule the universe. Everything is yours. You are everything. There is no power to limit you because there is no power outside of you. All you need is to decide what you want to be, where you want to be, what you want to look like, and what you want to experience. Nothing is impossible for you. The power of your imagination is the greatest power you have got. Just use this paper wisely and you will not suffer in your life. You don't need to look into 3D work for solutions to your problems. The 3D world has no strategies or advice for you. Everything lies in your consciousness. All you need is to go inside your consciousness and decide there what you want to experience, what you want to look like, and who you want to be. Your consciousness is where things happen, so your consciousness is everything. Your consciousness is the only power, and there is no power outside of you. As you practice in your consciousness by making assumptions and staying persistent, you will embody the state where all of your wishes exist. And once you enter into the state of being who you want to be, you will stop looking for help from outside of yourself. You understand that the power is you and there is no power except you. You are the creator. You are the only one who decides everything in your life. So if you want to manifest anything, just shift the state of your beliefs and the reality will automatically be changed. If you need something, it means you haven't entered into the state of having that particular thing. And if you want to manifest it, you simply have to step out of the state of not having what you want and enter into the state of having what you want. It's simple, easy, and understandable. So that's it all for today's video. I hope this video will help you in your manifestation journey. If you have any questions or if you want to share your opinions or views about this video, please leave a comment below the video. See you in the next video.